Hello fellow traders, as you already understood from the title of this video, today we will test the strength of strategies from the internet again. And today we have a strategy that I found right here on this channel, and the author actually got phenomenal results using it on Forex, and we will see if it will work on binary options. And then of course at the end we will compare it with other strategies in the championship table. Please guys, do not forget to like up this video and subscribe to this channel so that I can understand that you are interested in watching my videos. But of course, the most important thing and part is that videos should be interesting and useful for you. So if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comment section down below. And now let's get started. Alright, so first things first, let's get our platform ready. In this case, I'm gonna work on TradingView, but don't worry, I will get Quotex ready as well, so you can trade there as well. So the first indicator that we need, exponential moving average, we need two of those. And the third indicator is stochastic, of course, the one that I love. So with moving averages, let's work on our settings. The first one is gonna be length 50, and it's gonna be for the middle trend. Color is gonna be blue, because why not, blue color. And the second moving average is going to be 150, so this one is going to be for the long trend, and the color is gonna be orange. Yeah, let's do that. So now we can see two exponential moving averages on the chart, and let's get stochastic ready as well. With stochastic, the length is going to be 5, smoothness 5, and the smoothing is 5. I'm not sure if this is the best settings. I think maybe with standard settings it would be better, the win rate would be higher, but the author is recommending 555, so we are testing this strategy right now, so we are doing everything that author tells us to do. So let's look at our phases of the market when we are going to trade. So right now we see an uptrend, and of course in this case we are going to find entry points for an uptrend. So how are we going to do this? You need to look at the yellow moving average, the orange one is supposed to be on the bottom, then a middle moving average, the blue one, and the price is higher than both of moving averages, and this is the perfect setup for an uptrend. When we're talking about the downtrend, this one is not the perfect one. Maybe this one. Yeah, this one looks good. So we see the yellow one, the orange one, moving average, then the blue one, and the price is lower than both of those. And the moments when we are not trading is moments like this one. So when the price is in the middle of moving averages, or when they are crossing over each other. In those moments we're not trading, we are waiting for the market to get a certain position, uptrend or the downtrend. Now let's look at the rules for entering a trade using this specific strategy. And of course, let's start with an uptrend. So the first rule we have already understood is to wait for a suitable setup. When the slow MA is at the bottom, the average MA is in the center, and the price is above both MAs. And now let's look at the rest of the rules. When we found a suitable situation for us, in this case this is yellow EMA is on the bottom, blue one in the middle, and the price is higher, we are finding entry points for an uptrend. First things first, we need to wait when the price is gonna go closer to our moving average lines. It may not touch them, it may touch them a little bit or go in between them a little bit. All of that is suitable for us. The only case when we are not trading is when the price is going through the slow moving average, and that's a signal for us to stay away from trading in this moment, because the price can go lower. Let's see what's happening here. So we see that the price almost touches the blue moving average, right? And it's not touching it still, but still it's quite close enough for us, and we're gonna try to find additional signals for our confirmation. First things first, we need to look at the structure of the market, and what we're gonna do here, we are going to take this little instrument so just you can see clearly. Right here we see that the price went up, went down, went up again, went down, and went back up again somewhere here, and it's going down right now. So what we are looking for here, we see the structure of uptrend, higher highs and higher lows are updated here, and it's really important for us that this point right here where we are right now, this low is supposed to be higher than the previous low point. If this low would be lower than the previous one, we wouldn't enter into a deal. So the structure of the market is perfect right now, it's not broken, and if the pullback happens, the price probably is going to go up. So next things we need to do, we need to find some more additional confirmation. So the price is going a little bit down again, and we see our first confirmation. We see the pattern here. In this strategy, we use candlestick patterns and bullish engulfing candlestick, when the green candlestick completely absorbs the previous red one. This pattern tells us that bulls are dominating on the market and we are expecting the price to go up again. And also we look at stochastic and we see that it shows us a crossover in the oversold area, and we see that there is 4 confirmations. First of all, we see an uptrend with exponential moving average. We see the structure of the market is not broken. We see it's an uptrend, and we of course see the bullish engulfing happening, and stochastic is also showing us the signal. So it's a good place to enter a deal for an uptrend. So we are entering for 3 minutes as usual. And as you can see, we will get the money here because the price is shooting back up. And by the way, if the price is going to go down to our chart again, and we will see the same confirmation signals, we also can get into the deal for an uptrend at the same chart. So right now we can see that the price is not really doing it correctly, but I think maybe during the live session we will see situations like that and we will talk about it. So to sum it up, to enter a deal for an increase, we are waiting for a suitable setup, which means we are waiting for the price to make a pull back to our EMA lines. Then we look at the market structure and it's not supposed to be broken. After, we wait for a bullish candlestick pattern as stochastic crosshair in the oversold zone. Now, let's look at the downtrend, and in this case, it will be the other way around. First things first, we are looking at our setup. So in this case, we see the orange slow exponential moving average, and the blue one is in the middle, and the price is even lower. So this is a setup for the downtrend already. And we are expecting the pullback, which started right here actually, and we are expecting the price to get close to our below exponential moving average. And we need to also look at the structure of the market. We don't need to look at the whole thing. We just need to start right here. The price went down, went back with a pullback, back down again, a pullback, and dropped here and went to the pullback right here. So we see that our last pullback is lower than the previous one, meaning that our higher highs are lower than the previous one. So the structure is not broken. If we get a signal here, it's going to be a good signal basically. So same with an uptrend, we need additional confirmation. You know that I love that. And you can see right here that we have a little red candlestick, but again, it's not engulfing pattern. There is no pattern at all in this situation. So that's why we are continuing to wait. And here we see our first good potential signal, hanging man in this situation, after which we have another red candlestick. And this is a good enough confirmation and good enough pattern, and we can enter into a deal. And also we need to look at stochastic. We see that it is in overbought area, and together with all other confirmations, we understand that this is a great point for us to enter the deal here. So, by the way, this pattern hanging man we talked about in a previous video, and that video is all about patterns. Definitely watch that one. But for now, let's continue. So, we also see that the price is going down, and of course, the deal is going to be closed in black. And right here, we could actually wait for a little bit more, and we would see that we have 3 black crows pattern. We talked about this also in the previous video. Really good pattern for the downtrend. Let's summarize the rules for entering a downtrend. We're waiting for a suitable setup where there will be a slow MA on the top, an average one in the center, and the price from the very bottom. We're waiting for a pullback to our MA lines, and of course we look at the fact that the structure of the trend is not broken. Before entering a trade, we're waiting for a downside signal from a bearish candlestick pattern, and the stochastic crosshair is in overbought zone. Okay? Now we can finally move on to backtesting the strategy, but before that, let's look at the situation when it is better to refrain from a deal. In this case, we see a great setup for a downtrend. You could think so. On the top, we see exponential moving average slow one, then the middle one, and then the price is on the bottom. It goes to our zone where we can enter into a deal for a downtrend, basically in between the blue and orange moving average, and you think that you can enter into a deal here. And we also see additionally the pattern. We see that the candlestick is absorbing the previous one, and stochastic also gives us the signal that it's in the overbought area. But you cannot actually enter into a deal right here because a lot of you guys, you ignore price action. But let's look closer. So the price actually went down, went back up again, did a pullback, couple of pullbacks, and now we are right here right now. But look closer right here. All lower lows and lower highs were updated until here, and right now we see that the lower lows are higher than the previous one, and this high is higher than the previous one, and this is a signal that it's going to be an uptrend. And let's see what's going to happen next after this situation. So the deal would be closed in black just because we would be lucky, but for in most cases it would be closed in black, and as you can see, the price is moving up right now. And of course, if you would open the deal right here, it would be closed in black, maybe not. See, the situation is really you need to be really careful in situations like that. You need to know how to read the chart, how to read the market, and how to be careful with price action. And before backtesting, I want to tell you about my long-standing project. The OGs of this channel know that I run my own trading academy, and the most important thing is that this is absolutely free for everyone. My students can share their experiences in a shared VIP chat and also receive constant support from me personally, and of course from the supervisor. You just need to simply text me on my Telegram and you will become the god of technical analysis with my new course. Well, I have already prepared the table and I'm ready to start backtesting. We will open 100 deals on this strategy with expiration time at 3 minutes as usual, and it will take me a whole hour, and for you it's gonna be only 30 seconds. So let's go. Alright guys, I'm done with the backtesting. Here are all the deals that I entered, and let's look at the results. With the amount of money of the deal, $100 payout around 80%, we have unbelievable results. So $2,960 of profit and 72% of win rate. Guys, with how simple the strategy is, it is unbelievable, amazing. The backtesting took me less than an hour, which is unusual with the strategies that we take. So many signals, and I have no words. And a lot of times I would get into a good trend, and you have like a line with the deals that I would enter with the profit if you have a good trend. At the beginning, you see that there was like not a really good trend. We had like some losses, but as soon as you find a good trend, you can find like a series of wins, and the result is phenomenal. I have no words how to describe this. This is the best strategy. I already have the table here. You can see that this is definitely number one strategy with big gap between strategies. The previous one had 67 and this one has 71. We have $900 more than the previous one, and I still cannot believe how easy and how great this strategy is. So the one thing left, we need to go to Quotex and get our session done. Alright guys, so let's get started, and first things first, we need to add our indicators. Of course, we need our moving average with the period of 50, exponential moving average, and let's make it a blue. Then next one, we need again another moving average with 150 period, and the color is gonna be orange. And of course, the last one is going to be stochastic, and everything is going to be just like from the author strategy, and it's going to be 5 everywhere. On backtesting, it showed great results. I would try to use it with normal settings of stochastic and see the results, but today we are going to do this variation. All right. By the way, I want to tell you one really important thing. So when you add exponential moving average more than 100 period, don't forget to move your chart to update the data, and the price can be changed at the end, like at the moment that we have right now. So for example, if we open a new chart, oh my god, what the hell is going on here? What? Give me 1 second, guys. All of the currency pairs with GPY had a drop, extreme drop. That's interesting, but sorry, let's get back to our topic. So with moving averages, you can see the price right here, right now. Now, if you get back a little bit, backing up on the chart, the new data, the old data is being updated, and the situation, it looks different now. So don't forget to do that before you start your trading. Don't forget to update the old data. And what the hell is going on with GPY? I still have no idea what's going on, but we're not going to trade right here. We're going to wait for the situation to stabilize. And with the rest of the currency pair, let's continue and let's try to find our entry points. So guys, let's get our first trade right here, 2% of our balance, around $130, and we have all the confirmation. So right here we see that the price went down to this level, went back up and went back down. So this low is lower than the previous one, and there is a potential reversal point, so we're still at a good stable downtrend. Additionally, we see the stochastic signal, and with the candlestick patterns, I wasn't sure about this because this candlestick could be closed as engulfing, and it didn't happen, but the next candlestick went down after the red one. So in general, great signal, and let's see what's going to happen. Alright, so the first one is closed in black, not in red, and this is amazing. We read everything correctly on the chart, and let's continue and look at the GPY, and we need like at least 10 minutes to wait for it to stabilize, and then we will continue to work with them as well. But for now, let's move on to other currency pairs. Guys, so let's play a little game. We're gonna open this deal in the same chart, in the same currency pair that we tried the first time, and we should have entered a deal a bit earlier, so somewhere right here, and with the main strategy even here, even earlier. But what do we see here? We see that we have an amazing downtrend as it was before, and the movements down, they were quite strong and quite prolonged. So right now we're kind of jumping in the last wagon, and we see a good signal from Stochastic. Not ideal, but good enough. And with all the factors, we see that the price is going to go down. This is not going according to the strategy, this deal, but when you see situations like that, when you can, like, run towards something, there is a point to see that. Especially I'm showing you something that I will do in my own trading, and you can learn from my mistakes if it's going to be a mistake. But let's see what is going to happen now in this case for $132. So guys, you can see that mischief managed. So we did a great job, but for the beginners, I do not recommend going into situations like that. But if you understand the structure of the market and you see the signal, and there is a tendency for the downtrend, for example, here we see after all pullbacks, we had a really strong falling down of the price, and right here it just started. It was risky, but why the hell not? Risk it for the biscuit, but if you are just a beginner, I don't recommend you doing that. But let's try to find something more typical, something that connects to our strategy a bit better. Okay, see guys, third one is going to be right here, again 2% from the balance, $134 in this case, and we see the overlapping of lines in Stochastic didn't happen just yet, but we see that all the pullbacks are great on this chart, and in general the potential is quite good. Oh yeah, you can actually see this candlestick actually talks for itself, but hopefully there is not going to be a correction after it. But we see a pullback right here. We didn't enter here because I didn't see this chart at that moment, and of course the price is moving back to our level again, and from it we see this beautiful green engulfing candlestick that shows us that bulls have something to tell to the buyers, and as you can see everything is moving great, but hopefully there won't be a correction if we get to the resistance zone. Let's hope. All right, that's a great result, even though we still had a little correction after the gigantic green candlestick. It's still closed in black for us, and bulls are actually even still trying to get the price higher. Good for them, great deal for us. And now let's move on. We have not that many currency pairs because we have really low payout and we're not fond of that. And with GPY, it's the peak that we see here is not great for us. So I will try to find something else, one more trade for this session, and I hope it's going to be a good one. So guys, let's do a little risky one with British pound one more time, and the last entry point was right there with the big candlestick, then the price went down, didn't update the lower lows, so we see that the uptrend is still continuing to move up. And we of course should have entered on the previous or previous candlestick. I hope we're not gonna pay for that mistake, but we still see the signal from Stochastic on the previous candlestick, so kind of confirmation is good for us right now. Let's hope and let's see what's gonna happen here. Alright guys, what the hell is going on here? So this deal is gonna be closed with us getting our money back, not earning anything because it closed at the same level where we opened it, which is a really interesting situation. Let's try to find another one as well. So there was a little drop of the price and the price went back up, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna open the second one here because we see the same situation, engulfing candlestick covering the previous one on the level slightly outside of moving average. Stochastic is still working great, so that's why we're gonna open the second one right away and see maybe we're gonna get the money now. Okay, should I say okay? I don't think I should. So we lost the money, it's closed in red. Unfortunately, it went down. And of course, looking at the situation now, probably the downtrend is gonna start here, but that means that we need to find another trade and open it as a double. Okay guys, let's open our double right here. At least GPY got kind of better. In this case it's AUD GPY. We see an uptrend here, we have a pullback to our moving averages, and right here we have a Z-Doji pattern. So the red candlestick, then Doji and momentum green candlestick. So of course right here we're entering for 3 minutes. Stochastic gives us the signal a bit higher than 30, but I hope it's not gonna do anything to us and we're gonna get the money here. Let's hope and let's see. Amazing guys. So the last one is closed in black and it was a double and was a great session. Amazing strategy. So you've seen it for yourself what this strategy does, and I think no more unnecessary words are needed here. You can take it on board and use it in your own trading. And also you can watch the latest video from this series where we tested the simplest strategy so far, which also gives a good profit. And that's gonna be it for us for today. Thank you so much for watching guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.